Next, we move on to the green economy. Now, an economy is called green when it is based on the principles of sustainable development. And what is sustainable development? Sustainable development is a development that meets the need of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. Example is using recycled material or renewable resources. Or we can say that building a new community in a previously underdeveloped area without destroying the ecosystem or harming the environment can be an example of sustainable development. Reduction of environmental risk is the primary goal of green economy, and the main focus is to ensure economic growth without harming the environment. Now, UNEP, that is United Nations Environment Program, it defines green economy as one that results in improved human well-being and social equity while significantly reducing environmental risks and ecological scarcity. Now, the challenge is to find approaches to environmental management that give people the quality of life they seek while protecting the environmental systems that are also the foundation of our well-being. So the summary of this is that we need to protect our environment. We need not misuse it, because that is the only way how we can sustain our environment. A green economy is based on three parameters: sustaining and advancing economic, environmental and social well-being. Now the transition from traditional market economy to green economy is driven by the fact that the earth is reaching its limits of natural resources such as forest and fossil fuel. That is, we have already used what we were given, that is all our natural resources, we've already overused them. Now the environment and social cost of our current economic model are becoming more and more apparent. Now, if we continue to exploit, that is, overuse, it may further, without showing any appreciation for our environment, then we might soon have to face catastrophic environmental impacts which would make human survival impossible. Now, many countries are now drawing up plans and strategies to protect the environment. They have given us few. They have given us an example of China. Now, China was plagued by many environmental issues owing to its large population, we all know that, and less policy controls for conserving environment. Now, however, in recent years, the awareness regarding environmental issues have increased, and the government has started many initiatives for environment conservation. So, example is in 2010, China increased its total installed wind capacity by 64% in 2010, and the move was aimed at reducing dependence on traditional non-renewable energy sources. So this is an example of China. So Korea also took up a program, 5-year program for green growth in 2013. So under this program, 2% of GDP was allocated for investment in several green sectors such as renewable energy, energy efficiency, clean technology and water. So the government has also launched the Global Green Growth Institute, which aims to help countries, especially developing ones, to develop green growth strategies. Now, this is when we are talking about China and Korea. What can we do on our own here, sitting here in India? We can reduce, reuse and recycle, cut down on what you throw away, right? That's very important. Then volunteer. By what can you do? For cleaning up your own community. Then you can educate people, right? Important one, conserve water, right? And another, shop wisely. So whenever you shop, please, if you really need, only then buy. Then use long-lasting light bulbs, like we now all say that we should be using LEDs. Then another very important one is plant a tree. Now just 2 points given in the importance of a green economy. So green economy promotes sustainable development, and you already know what sustainable development is. And green economy promotes effective resource utilization. So this finishes our chapter on environment.